folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated. Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. How's everybody doing? I've missed you all, my beautiful people. Just let me know if you can hear me, because, you know, I don't want to be talking when you guys can't hear me, you know what I mean? Let's see. Just say yes in the comments so I can figure out whether or not you can hear me or not, you know? And then we'll get to trading. Perfect, you can hear me. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, Israel. Appreciate it. All right, so let's get right into things. Let's not waste any time, okay? It's Fbomb again with another London live stream. So what do we do here? For anybody who hasn't seen me before, I am Fbomb. This is a fairly unique strategy, which I think that you guys will like. It's very, very simple. A lot of the people who have joined us in the Discord have had a massive amount of fun and a tremendous amount of success trading the strategy. And like I say, it's free. As I always tell you, every single session, it's free. There's no paywall behind it. The strategy, the knowledge, the community, everything is free. And it's for your benefit. And it does benefit both of us in a way. And if you go to the FAQ in the Discord, you'll find out why it benefits all of us and why we do this for free. The guy who teaches the strategy is a man who has spent decades working for the dealing desks within banks, and I highly recommend you go and search the strategy up. If you want to join us in the Discord, it is free. We do live sessions every single day in the London session, just like this, but just not on YouTube, in the Discord, and we're almost out of spaces. I think Discord only allows up to like 50 people in the live stage, but if we boost the server, we will boost the server ourselves so that we can get more people in. But right now it only allows up to 50 people. But we reached just 400 people yesterday, which was amazing. So thank you guys for the support. I hope you guys join us, get verified. It's like I say, it's free. And I hope to see you in the Discord. Go to the Start Here channel. You can find the indicators that we use, the strategy itself, what we do. But I'm going to give you a brief overview of what the strategy is right now. Just bear with. What was I going to do? Right, here you go. Okay. Sorry about that. Right. So what we're going to do, we're going to explain to you what the strategy is. Okay, 4 steps. I say this every single week. Number 1 is we focus only on bear candles. So if you look at my chart, you can see that the only candles that the lines are drawn on are bear candles. So the red lines, which are bearish lines, they're drawn on a bear candle, the body low of a bear candle, and the blue lines, they are drawn on the body high of a bear candle. But either way, it's always a bear candle. Number 2 is we focus on candle changes. Okay, so when you look at where a red line is drawn, it's on a bear candle that comes directly after a bull candle. Okay, now a bullish line is drawn when a bearish candle is followed by a bullish candle or a series of bullish candles, which takes the body high of the bear. Okay, now what's next? Number 3 is we need an attempt at rebalance. So we need the price to try and come back to the original candle and close within it or close beyond it. Okay, so for example, on a bearish line, so if you look at my screen, if we look at the GBP USD, we had a bearish candle that came after a bull. That's our origin. Then we had an attempt to rebalance. We had a bull candle which attempted to rebalance, attempted to close above this line. It didn't close it, so that shows that there's an intention to continue downwards. Okay, and what do we have? We have step number 4 after, which is the body break entry. So remember, step number 1, bears only. Step number 2, candle changes, 3 lines. And then step number 3, failure to rebalance. And step number 4 is the body break entry when it's failed to rebalance. So we need this low, well, this low technically because it's a bull candle, to be taken to break through so that we can enter a sell. And you would have entered a sell there and you would have taken 5 pips. Okay, so hopefully that explains it. It's very, very simple, like I say, and I will hopefully take some good trades for you so I can show you it in action. All right, so let's go. Now, I'm going to be speaking to the guys in Discord at the same time. If you want to see what they're saying, what they're talking about, there's plenty of valuable information that we share every single morning in the London session for everyone for free. And we have, like I say, a pretty large audience who join us every morning in the London session. We do other sessions as well, just not as consistently, but London we do almost, well, pretty much every day. We haven't missed a single day for the past few weeks. And I hope that you can join us. Again, if you want to join us in the Discord, it's free, completely free, and I would highly recommend that you join us so you can see what's going on. No strings attached. Here you go. There's the link. Get verified, and I hope to see you there. Okay, I'm going to go back to Discord. I'll be right here still. I won't be. I'll still be talking to everybody. So leave your comments, leave your questions. I will reply to them as and when I see them. But at the same time, I will be speaking to the people in Discord. And if you want to see what they're talking about, join us in the Discord and join the live trading section on the left. All right. Have I missed anything? What? You get to JPY? Buys? Oh, shit. Yeah, for real. Right. Boss ticket. I know exactly what you just said. You sold? Where was the sell? On JPY, right? Where's the sell? Oh, is he the shot call today? No, I genuinely couldn't see the trade. I can't see it. I thought there was a buy there. I couldn't see a sell. Honestly, I just can't see it sell. That's on my chart. I don't know if it's my chart or something, but I just can't see it because I see a bear candle followed by 3 bulls. Oh, right. Is that a setup? Gotcha. Yeah, if it's profit, it's good, mate. If it's profit, it's good. Seems like IG is blue, isn't it? So for the guys on YouTube, the IG, the stock markets, they are quite blue at the minute. So they are positive, meaning that we should be seeing a drop in the US dollar. So ideally, I'd want to be selling the US dollar pairs, so the USD XXX. but the pairs like GBP USD, I'd want to be buying them. And you can see that the GBP USD is sort of going up right now. It's at least in an uptrend. I would like to be buying it from this point on, seeing as though the stock markets are positive. Generally, when stock markets are positive, you want to see the US dollar strength decrease, because when you put money into a stock, you're giving away US dollar. When you're selling a stock, you're getting back US dollar, right? Hopefully that makes sense. It's a very rudimentary way of explaining it, but hopefully it does the job. We do actually have a PDF on the intermarket relationships in the Discord. It's fairly short, very, very comprehensive. And yeah, just check it out. In the Start Here channel, you'll see one of the latest messages is the PDF where we go through what the stock market relationships are and how we use the IG screener to figure out what our bias is for the day. Now, while it is important to be technical, it's also important to understand that the strategy is essentially just a way to get involved in the market. Okay, you can use almost anything, but if you use anything, if you get the market sentiment correct, you get the market direction correct, if you can see that it's risk on or it's risk off, or USD is really weak or USD is really strong, and you understand where the market is going because of that, and it's wanting to travel in that direction, you can use almost anything to get involved in the market. Okay, which is why the strategy is really, really simple. Because the main fact of the matter is, it's really all about getting into the market when everything tells you to get into the market. So US dollar strength or US dollar weakness, the stock market's all going in one direction, shows that consumerism is going in the, is going really well. So this shows that Aussie and Canadians are giving out raw materials really well, the supply and demand is correct. Everything is perfect, and you'll know which direction the market is going in and it'll move in there effortlessly. That's what you want. Okay, you want to trade when it's effortless to trade, and that's when the markets are moving in a clear, definitive direction. But yeah, I want to see buy setups on the pound, the euro, and the Aussie. That is my bias for the day. Yeah, so the guys on YouTube, like I said, I don't want to leave you in the dark or make you feel like I'm not focusing on you. So I am. It's just I'm looking at the IG and I'm listening to the guys on Discord and seeing what they're saying. If you don't know what they're saying, join us in the Discord. It's free. Okay. Where do you find the overall stock market on IG? So if you join our Discord really quickly, you'll see on the Start Here section where they talk about, there is a short video with subtitles explaining how to set up the IG screener. So you just make a demo account, it's free, and then you go onto their workspace platform, and then you just add the specific stock markets. So if you join the Discord, like I say, everything is there, and I highly recommend you have a look at it. Highly recommend it. For anybody who's just joined the Discord. The strategy is free, the knowledge is free, the community is free. There's about 400 people. I appreciate every single one of you, and we'll be getting a ton of support and great feedback. And I hope that you can join us. I'd love to see you there. Yeah. Was there trade in Aussie? Uh, all right. 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 Be a nice sell setup, eh? Yeah, this time I'll see it for real. Mm. So what I see setting up right now is I may see if there's a bear candle that prints on the pound, it would have failed to close below here, and so I would take a buy at the break of this bear candle. Okay, that's essentially what I'm looking at right now, and that would be in line with my bias. The only thing that I would be worried about is we do have a gap on euro. I'm expecting it to be filled. But other than that, the bias does seem to suggest that we're going up in terms of the IG stock markets. So we'll look at it again. Yeah, the dollar index is sort of on a downward trajectory. The stock markets are definitely going up for the US 500 and the US Tech 100. The FTSE is sort of turning around now. So maybe this may be a little pullback and a continuation, but it may also, if the FTSE continues down and the DAX, then I would be willing to say that we may be going down to fill the gaps on the euro, and maybe on any other pairs before we continue going up. Probably will. Mm. Yeah, it would have been in line with the IG. Mm. There is also, yeah. Right, so for everyone on YouTube, if I do see a break above the GBP USD bear candle on here, I will be looking to buy. Okay, and I may also buy on the euro, but I would like to see the Swiss move down as well. If the Swiss moves down strongly and I can see the euro break, I will be happily taking euro longs as well. Not for me, but it was just very, very close. Hmm. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I think it would be invalidated now just because the euro has broken down. The pound does not seem to want to go up, which is fine. Like I say, the setup was there, but it didn't break, and so we didn't get an entry. If I look at the stock markets, they are starting to turn now. So what I may expect, like I mentioned before, there are gaps. If you have a look on the euro, there's a gap here, and on the pound, I think there is also a gap. At least there was, but there is a tiny gap, a small one on here. On another broker is quite big, but I expect the pairs to fill those gaps. Sometimes they do it, like in multiple days away, but in most cases they tend to fill them on the same day, especially when they have the sort of magnitude that we see on the euro. I mean, this was like sort of 7 pip gap, so I would expect it to at least be partially filled today. I'm pretty sure there was a huge gap on the yen as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if this continued up. So while the IG does show that we should be expecting buys, I am also very wary of the gaps and won't hesitate to take sell setups if I do see them and all the pairs agree and move in favor of that direction. Yeah. Euro buys. So currently, I don't see any Euro buys. There were technically sells, but I wouldn't have taken that, to be honest. I am looking now for sells, just because I understand that there are gaps, and the stock markets have been on a bit of a slow grind upwards. And generally, when you see a slow grind like this, like you'll get one sort of flash move to the downside, right? Like a creeping trend is usually followed by an explosion in either direction, generally. So I'm expecting some kind of fast move. But because the reason why my bias, even though the stock markets are showing bullish, the reason why my bias may be going short and why I'm open to taking shorts right now as well is because we have gaps at the day's open. The market really, really strongly gapped. to the upside on the GU EU. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to the downside right now and fill in those gaps. I would not be surprised at all. So I won't be saying no to sell setups if I see them. Yeah, it's wick enough of it, isn't it? Right. So guys, on YouTube, this is the most boring part of trading, looking at the charts and just waiting for a setup to appear. There's not really much. If there is a bull candle right now on the GBP USD, so if you can see here, if this bull candle fails to close above this red line, I'll take the break of the bull on the low of it, the body low of it, to take some sells, and I think there would be some really, really good trades. However, if it doesn't print a bull, then it's not a valid setup, but I would definitely be inclined to take the sells on GU if they appear, okay? But like I said, this is the most boring part, so if I seem a bit boring or low energy, it's because it's Monday, I'm super tired, and what do the lines on my chart represent? So the lines on my chart, as I mentioned at the beginning, so for a red line to appear, which is a bearish line, it has to be a bear candle after a bull, and it will stay until there's a close inside of the body or above the line. And a bullish line, which is the blue line on the USD CHF, where you can see my crosshair, it is a bear candle that comes before a bull candle, or a series of bull candles, which take the body high of the bear. Okay, and again, just like the bearish line, it will close if there is a candle that closes beyond it. Okay. But like I say, relating to the 4 steps that I mentioned at the beginning, if you want to know the strategy, if you want to know what the indicator does, the indicator, you don't really need it. You can draw these lines yourself, okay? All the indicator does is it gives you like a target panel, which shows you what you're doing today, how much you made, how much you've lost, your floating P&L, but the important thing is it draws the lines for you so you don't miss anything. Generally, I'm just really lazy, so I coded it to stop me from missing any setups. But you don't need it. Like I said, you don't need it. You can just draw yourself, right? And if you want to know the strategy, like I say, it's free. Join us in the Discord. Know everything that we do. The knowledge and the community is free, and it will always be free. Hey, yeah. It's all right. Not much. Mm-hmm. Mm. And the euro. Nothing at all. I wouldn't trust it just yet. Yeah, there is a massive gap on the DXY. That's partially why I'm expecting markets to maybe turn around. And we can take sells on EU, AU, GU, and buys on the USD CADs, USD CHF, maybe the USDM. But yeah, I would like to see the gap being filled. Oh yeah, for sales, right? Mm-hmm. Seen some strength in the stock markets, in the FTSE and DAX now. Yeah. No, not yet. Right, so for those of you on YouTube, again, I am quiet because there's not really much going on, and I'm just listening to what's going on the Discord. If you want to know what's going on the Discord, like I say, it's free. Join us. The community is free, and everything that we have in it, in terms of the strategy, is free as well. So if you join us and you want to give us a try, if you're having a tough time finding your way through trading, or even if you're a veteran trader, there is a lot to learn from the man who teaches the strategy. He knows a lot about the markets, and Cam Hawkins does know this guy. So TRADINGNUT, the person who owns this channel, he knows Cameron, the man who teaches the strategy, personally, and can vouch for him when I say that he has spent decades working within banks. So he knows as much as there is to know when it comes to the way the markets work, the way that the pitfalls of trading and psychology and whatever. Everything is there, and you have complete and utter access to him for free. And I would highly recommend you take advantage of that. If you've had any questions about how the market works, if stop losses, I mean, if stop hunting is real, or if what the daily life is inside of a bank, he's got everything for you. And like I say, there's not a ton of content to go through. We keep it simple, we keep it condensed, and there's like 2 videos for you to go through. So 2 videos in, and you'll know the strategy almost inside and out. So I'd highly recommend you give it a try. Join us, and I would be looking forward to seeing you there. And of course, as well, a major advantage is, even though I am here, I'm also speaking on the Discord, or at least I'm hearing them on the Discord. And if you want to hear them too, and all the information that they're saying, join us. Like I say, you will be able to hear them as well. Stocks are rallying now. Euro strength. Yeah. For the guys on YouTube, I may be seeing a setup on the pound. So we have a bear candle, we have a bull candle which takes the body high. We have an attempt at rebalance if this candle closes bear but doesn't close below this line inside of the body or outside beyond it, then we will look for a break of the high to enter longs. And I think that would be a very, very good trade. Personally. Fucking hell. Same with me. I'm not American, unfortunately. That's such a random thing to say. Nah, not really. It's almost London Open, so there's not much going on. Besides pound ranging. For real. Why you prop firm? Yeah. 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 Right, I am waiting for a setup on the euro and the pound. I'm a bit wary of the fact that we are coming into London session, so yeah, like I say, I would take it if it breaks through. I'm more inclined to take the pound, just because I like the way the FTSE is moving. The DAX is a bit stronger though, so perhaps I'm just going to have a look at the other pairs. If I see, so the Swissy is moving up. I want to see the Swissy moving down to allow the euro or strengthen the euro to go up. Generally, they move in opposite directions. and it's a symbiotic relationship. So, you know, when one goes up, generally the other will go down, and you use it sort of as like a confluence. But since there is London coming up, I want to see more confluences. And by that I mean I want to see the other pairs of green. Currently, I don't see a green. The Aussie is moving down. The pound is not doing much. And the Swissy isn't really moving down either. So I may just avoid it unless the Swissy goes negative. Okay, yeah. Swissy is starting to go negative now. If it continues to go negative and the euro breaks, I will take it long. This is why we don't just enter with like a stop order, because you want to always be monitoring what's going on. It takes a lot of awareness. I do like the pound, however, we are. Let me see what the range is. Yeah, the range on pound is actually quite good. Is the Swissy moving down? Let me just have a look at the Dixie. Dixie is sort of moving down. Stock markets are not going up. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wait until London Open, just because I don't feel like there's enough information for me to get in. It may be a good trade, and you know, if it wasn't the London Open, I really would have entered this. But generally, when new information comes in, especially a market opens, things can tend to go quite haywire. So I would play it a bit safe. That's why I'm a bit cautious at the minute. But like I say, it's up to you. It is a trade that I would take, because it's very textbook. There's bear candle, bulls which take it, the body high, and then the bear candle which doesn't close below, and then we have a break. So this is a very, very valid entry for me. But just because of the London Open, I will not get involved. I'm just going to have a look at the stocks again. Yeah. Good setup. Yeah, he probably did. Can see some new people in the stream. If you don't know what's going on, like I say, it's a fairly unique strategy, and it's taught by a guy that Cam Hawkins, TradingNut, knows personally, and he has worked within a bank for several decades. If you want to learn the strategy, it's free. The community is free. We trade live every single London session. Not on here, but on the Discord, and we are trading sometimes on the Asian session in New York. Not me personally, but others are. And if you want to know what's going on, if you want to know what the strategy is for free, join us in the Discord. It's 4 steps to success. Really easy strategy, very simple strategy, and as well as that, you can learn how the markets are all interconnected. Okay, and I feel like that will really boost your trading. Because at the end of the day, every strategy is just a method to get into the market, and into a moving market that is ideally moving in one definitive direction, which you can make out. Yeah, he's always saying, "Oh, anyone going to take that?" Yeah. Mm, the ones that we all hate. He likes the yen as well. Like, anyone going to take yen? Almost every day. Can guarantee it. Thank you, Pepe. Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. See what the London Open does. There we go, London Open here. Take a look at the stocks. Oh, yeah, stocks are rallying now. DAX and the FTSE. Yep. There is a setup now on the euro and the pound. I'm going to be taking the pound here for the buys. And I will take the euro. Actually, let me just have a look at the stocks really quickly. We are bouncing off a buck on the Swissy, so I will avoid that as well. We're bouncing off of this, whatever this is, on the Swissy, so this reaction may cause the euro to move down. So I'm more inclined to hold the pound instead. So I'm just going to put my stop at a reasonable place, around about 5 pips, probably below this low here, or maybe at the list book there, just slightly below, and then I'll judge how it moves as we move through London. Just because it's London Open, we might need just a little bit of leeway for it to move. But I am in the pound buys. So now it's a matter of which one's lagging, which one's leading. Yeah. Aussie flying. Looks like it is. I don't want to trust it. Never do. Just keeping an eye on the stock markets. They're rallying now again. Yeah, super quiet. Pound just ranging. Yeah. At least we're seeing a rally in the stock markets. We should see the DXY weaken. Yeah, yeah. That's what's causing all the issues at the minute. FTSE just took off. The pound not going anywhere. Fortunately, guys, this is another boring part of trading, just sitting through positions. Honestly, I hate it. It's so boring. Like, just get me out of here. You know what I mean? I'm sick of it. Like, just especially when you've got ADHD, it's just difficult to just sit there and watch things move. It's like watching paint dry, but you can't get your eyes off of it. You know what I mean? But we're in GBP USD buys. I'm not really worried about it. It's just super boring. Like it's not moving anywhere. It's sort of just ranging. I'm looking at the stock market. Stock markets are rallying. It's just the DXY is not really doing anything at the minute, and I think that's sort of. I think the gaps, because the gaps are moving. Well, the gaps are placed in a way that um, they're sort of opposite to where the stock market is actually moving. Um, in an ideal world, if the stock markets were bullish and then we had a gap up top on the GU, that would be very, very good because then we can just trade up into the gap. But right now, what we're seeing is the stock markets are bullish, but we have a gap at the beginning of the day, which is way below where price is right now. So it's sort of like there's a bit of a sort of like a push and pull between filling the gap because gaps lose money for banks, or follow the stock market. So in situations like these, you want to take a little less risk and let the market show you its hand, and show you which way it wants to go. Stock markets obviously do suggest, like I say, that it wants to continue up, but I can't say that I'm overly convinced by it in the minute because the gaps are pulling it in the opposite direction. So it's just a matter of waiting, really. Just a matter of waiting. What's causing the pound weakness? Well, the ranginess. What's going on there? Let's have a look. Yeah, some at least. Hopefully the pound follows suit. It sounds like it. Yeah, we can hear you, bro. We can hear you. We can hear you. I'm in pound. Yeah, I got an in pound 2 candles ago. Just been in this little range here, waiting for it to break out. Yeah. Are you still in it? Awesome. Yeah, it's just been really annoying because of the DXY, bro. I mean, the stocks are rallying and everything strongly as well, but the DXY is barely even moving. So, excuse me, guys. I know I'm yawning a lot. I'm just super tired. I didn't really get much sleep last night because I've just been preparing stuff. Going to be on the road a little bit this week, and yeah, just taking up a lot of my time organizing some stuff. Um, and it's super hot. I don't know if anybody in the chat is from the UK, but have you been experiencing the heat lately? It's September, dude. Is this global warming or what? What's going on? You know, I'm in bed and I can't even. I literally just lay there for like a minute and I'm already sweating. Like, and I don't know why, but I can't really sleep without a blanket either. So I don't know. It just feels really odd without a blanket. I like the security and so like the weight of the blanket, right? And it helps me sleep. So for me to sleep underneath my duvet in this heat is next to impossible. I don't know how I managed to even get like an hour of sleep last night, but I got like maybe 2 hours max. It was difficult, and for the past week, it's just been terrible. It's just been incredibly hot. And again, I just have no idea why. No idea. South African snow and mountains. Snow on the mountains, eh? I'm pretty sure though, like pretty much everywhere in the world, if you have mountains, they tend to have snow on them, right? Because they're high up and like the air pressure and all that and whatever. I'm not very good at geography, but you know, at least that's what I know. I thought South Africa was quite hot, or maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know, but I heard from someone that I knew there that it's quite hot over there in general. In general. But yeah, I mean, I'm a UK lad, man. I was born in the UK. I mean, yeah, I'm Asian, but I was born in the UK and raised here all my life. I've not spent much time in other countries at all, really. And the one time that I did, it was horrible because it was just way too hot. So anything above like 20 degrees, I'm gonna start struggling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have a good time. Like probably 17 degrees is like 17, 18 is the sweet spot. But anything above 20, when it gets to 25, whew, I ain't gonna survive, bro. I'm gonna have a rough time. Like yesterday, I was doing some programming on my computer, and like I was almost butt naked, right? I was just in my boxes, and I was still sweating. I swear, I was sat there, and it was that this hot. And bear in mind, my window's open. Like I open and close my door so like the air is sort of sucked in, like fresh air from outside comes in, and it's still sweltering hot, and I'm just sweating. You know what I mean? It was terrible. And this was midday, you know what I mean? So the sun is sort of directly above us. And it was just difficult, dude. I'm telling you the truth. And this is September. It's not usual. Like I remember when I was younger, like and I was in like high school, like September would be when it would start to get cold. September was like autumn month. Like it's surreal how different it is now. Like we began snow in March. Like the hell's going on there? You know what I mean? We literally had a foot of snow in March. I remember walking through it. It was just crazy. Anyways, I'm just waffling. The reason why I'm waffling is because, well, there's clearly nothing going on in the charts. It's just absolute bollocks, mate. Just nothing going on. 20 in London is perfect. Exactly, mate. Speaking of London, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going this week. I'm going to meet my girlfriend because I'm in Leeds, right? But yeah, I'll be in London soon. I'm going to be going to Kensington. It's going to be my first time in Kensington. I heard it's quite an affluent area, so it is quite nerve-wracking for a fucking poor boy from Leeds to go all the way to Kensington, right? Because I did hear it's quite up there. I don't know if you know much about Kensington. Not that I do anyway, but yeah. Look at the daily and 4 hour time frame to see where the long term is going, then look for pullbacks on the small time frame for good entry. Yeah, that is generally a good way to go about things. Generally, it's a good way to go about things. Looking for multi-time frame confirmations. Generally, I just stick to the 5 minute because that's what the strategy is and it's been working. I mean, or at least it has been working on my other accounts. It's just for this, I've been so under pressure to perform that I just did stupid things in the past few weeks where I just revenge traded or tried to, take trades that aren't there because I wanted to make money. But yeah. Yeah, could not sleep over the past 4 nights. Hell yeah, I'm telling you the truth. It's been the same for me, mate. Oh, man. Get an electric fan. Hey, I'm going to tell you the truth, Andrew. I've got an electric fan, right? I have got an electric fan. But I turn it on and I shit you not. I'm telling you the truth. It is like it's just blowing the hot air around. I'm telling you. Like it almost does nothing. Yesterday I had it on full blast and it was just doing almost nothing. Like the difference was negligent. I'm telling you the truth. Worked at LA Fitness for 4 years. South Kent is your favorite part of London. Let me ask you something, right? So I don't know if you know, like you mentioned, you know Kensington. Let me ask you this, right? So I'm spotting someone in Kensington. Now, the little information that I know is that there is a nearby estate called Marylebone. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, Marylebone or whatever, something like that. And there's a fitness center or like a gym called AMP Fitness. Is there one of them in Marylebone next to Kensington, or is there multiple? Because I need to find that place. If you can answer that question for me, because I've checked on Google Maps, I'm not entirely sure because Google Maps is a bit fucky around there. But if you have any idea, whether or not there's multiple AMP gyms or AMP fitnesses, or if you just don't know, let me know. You know what I mean? Because I am pretty curious. It's something that I've been trying to figure out for the past week now. But yeah. Did someone ask for my YT? I mean, if they want my actual YT, the one where I record stuff and sort of put stuff on, it's called Prop Sense, right? I'll just post that in there as well. You can see my memeified videos. No, it's all right. It's all right. It might have been either. I don't know, but I just gave both just in case. Yeah, you can see my ugly mug. Are you in Europe? Can you hear us? It's all right. Maybe he's falling asleep, eh? We're in the UK. I'm in Leeds, mate. Cheshire. I'm pretty sure that's quite a bit away, isn't it? Let me have a look. I swear I get confused. Cheshire. I swear I've been there. Oh, it's not even that far away. Merseyside and Greater Manchester. Mane. Yeah, I knew I recognised that name. Yeah, not far at all. Manchester's not far either. Back in a second. £20 day pass. Yeah, so I'm not planning on going to gyms in Marylebone. The plan is that I know that somebody's going to be in a particular gym, and I'm surprising them. Like, it's a little surprise for them, right? And I just know that the gym is called AMP. That's what I heard, and apparently it's next to University College London. So I was wondering if anyone knew where that was. I mean, I can look for it on Google Maps, and I'm pretty sure I saw it very briefly. I'm going to admit to you, I'm not very good at surprises. I'm not very good at planning things out. So hopefully I don't get there and just find myself lost in the massive Kensington estate. Eh? Imagine just a poor Leeds kid from Yorkshire in Kensington, the richest street in the in London, on Ilchester Place, and just not knowing where the hell I am. Right. But yeah, I'm sure I'll find my way around. I usually just wing stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Thought I was from the ghetto of Chapeltown. Nah, unfortunately not, mate. Hey, I mean, you could say that I'm from the ghetto of Leeds, but not even that, really. I wouldn't even go far as to say ghetto, but it is definitely pretty, well, when I was born here, where I was born, it was a pretty rundown sort of terraced housing, sausage housing, council estate. That's where I was from, in Leeds. But I'm not from Kensington. It's just my friend of mine is there, and yeah, I'll be meeting them soon. That's all. But I'm from Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, Leeds. I live in a pretty sort of middle class area, so nothing as fancy as Kensington, mate. The prices are ridiculous there, though. I looked at the prices of the houses that my mate lives in. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It was like, so they live on Ilchester Place, right, in Kensington, and their house, they live in a 5-bedroom terraced house. Okay, they live in a 5-bedroom terraced house, and check this, right? Check this. So this 5-bedroom terraced house, you could get a 5-bed here in Leeds for what, maybe 400-500K minimum, maybe 600K, but over there, guess how much the price was, mate? On Ilchester Place, a 5-bedroom terraced house, it was £10 million. Sorry, 10.5 million. There was another on the end of that street, same house, and it was like 12 million or something, or 13 million. So my question to you is, and forgive my ignorance, I don't know much about housing, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't understand. Right? If you're paying 500K for the house itself, yeah, you're paying 500, 600K max for that house, right? For a 5-bedroom terraced house, not semi-detached, not detached. You don't have your own space, right? Sure, you have your big garden, you have a back garden as well, but it's terraced. Okay, you've got houses on both sides connected to you, so they can hear you on the walls when you're knocking about, right? And you're paying 600K for the house. Where does the other 10 million go? Where? Someone tell me. I don't know. Because am I just stupid? I really don't understand it. I don't understand how housing works. In Kensington, right? What are you paying for? Are you paying for and I'm genuinely, I'm trying to be enlightened here. Like, are you paying for the government? Are you paying for the council in that area? Are they good? Do they like suck your balls whenever they come and get your bins or whatever? I don't get it. Like, what are you paying the extra £10 million for? Because, like I say, it's like 10.5, 10.6 million, that house, right? That it went for sale for. The guy that he lives in, exactly. It's not even it's not a detached house. You don't have. It's not like you can literally bang on the sides of your walls on the far sides of your house, and your neighbor can hear it, and you can hear it from them. And you're telling me that that's 10.6 million? Who are you kidding? Like, I don't get it. What are you paying for? You're paying 600K for the house. Where does the other 10 million go? Somebody tell me. I've been trying to figure this out for ages now, because, like I said, I've known this friend for a long time, right? And they've lived in Kensington all their life. And, I don't really want to ask them because I don't want to seem like an idiot. But at the same time, it's just mind-boggling to me how you can pay £10 million, £10 million, which is an unbelievable sum of money for me anyway. I mean, maybe you're a millionaire and you probably don't think it's much, but for me, that is an incredible amount of money, especially right considering. So Leeds has its own millionaires row. So Leeds is sort of like the second biggest financial capital outside London, right? Now Leeds has its own millionaires row, and it's called Ling Lane. Okay. So it's called Ling Lane, and my friend over there, he has like a mansion. Who lives on Ling Lane. It's a mansion with a massive plot of land. He has a 5-car garage separate from it in his backyard, and he has even more land, which is just literally grass, trees, and place where you can go and smoke in and chill in and play football or whatever, right? And like I said, there's multiple bedrooms. I think there's like 6 or 7 bedrooms, and they're huge, mate. I'm telling you, they are fucking huge. And you have your own perimeter. So it's not detached, right? Sorry, I mean it's not terraced. It's detached, right? So it's you have your own personal land and space. And guess how much that cost? 2 million to build. 2 million. Okay, 2 million. That is 5 times less. 5 times less than a 5-bedroom terraced house in Kensington. Are you kidding me? I don't know about you, but people who live in London, you are getting royally ripped in the arse in terms of prices. That is incredible. That's like taking a trade on GBP USD, a 1-lot trade, and your commission is like worth 10 pips on one broker. Like you're paying $100 commission on a 1-lot trade. That's what it's like. I don't understand it. The Royal Borough of London, is that what it is? Is that why? But then what's the difference? What are you paying for? Just the status of being in the Royal Borough of London? I mean, I get it, fair enough. But at the same time, don't you just think that it's pushing it? Like maybe if it was like 2 million, you're paying for being in the Royal Borough of London, right? Fair enough. You're paying 600k for the house and you're paying the rest for status. But at the same time, 10 million? Come on, bro. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money that I just wouldn't be. Even if I was a trillionaire, I'm sorry, but you would not be catching me paying 10 million, 12 million. There was a house on there that sold for 24 million. 24. A 5-bedroom terraced house. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Maybe because I'm just a fucking stupid ass poor kid from Leeds. I don't get it. But at the same time, I just think that any sane person would think that that is just a bit of a ripoff. It's just a bit of a ripoff. You know what I mean? But anyways, back to trading. GBP USD is not even doing anything, but you will have off-street parking and outside space, backyard in London. Yeah. So it does have a that I will say, and it has like dedicated parking spaces, but at the same time, like it's nothing special. You know what I mean? Like that just comes as standard in most places in Leeds. You know what I mean? Like you can get a street with parking anyway over here. That's free. I just don't get it, honestly. My question to you is, if you have off-street parking, outside space, parking, whatever, is that really worth the extra? Is it really? Just answer me that. Is it really worth £10 million? £10 million. But hey, who am I to say that? I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. If you're a millionaire and you can afford that, more power to you, mate. I'm proud of you. More power to you. Well done. You've clearly done well for yourself, and I have zero right to tell you what to do with your money. But at the same time, I just think if you can't do where it's safe, you're not having your watch robbed off you, footballers live here, and it's a millionaire's row. You can literally live in Leeds. £2 million. You get your own mansion. You get a massive space. You have your own land. You can do whatever the hell you want to do on it with the planning permission, obviously, and you don't pay 10 million. You're not being robbed out of 10 million by the government. I don't know. It just seems like a better day. Yeah. So back to trading. Sorry about that, guys. I've been ranting just to fill the space. Looks like a no trade day for me today. Yeah, it's not that great. There is the pound, like I say. I'm still in the pound and I'm still going to hold it. Probably look to take 5 pips, see if it gets to this book here, and if it gets there and stalls, I'll just get out. But yeah, that's about it, really. There's not much going on at the minute at all, really. I don't even think I've missed any setups at all. It's just absolutely boring, nothing at all going on. Oh man, but thank you for being here, Jay. I appreciate you and talking with me. Really, sometimes with trading, it's a bit of a lonely journey, eh? Essex is better, more bang for your buck, plus it's safer. Yeah, I've never actually been to Essex, but I've heard some good things about it. I would like to go there. Essex, down south as well, ain't it? But yeah, I'll be in Kensington this week. Wish me luck. Hopefully, I don't get robbed out of some Fila shoes or stabbed. I don't know. Never know in London, do you? Is it safe in Kensington, or is it like? Because I know there's Kennington as well, isn't there? Kennington is where like there's some gang activity, isn't there? But then there's Kensington, which is sort of the affluent area. So hopefully, I don't run into any trouble. You know what I mean? Because while I can kickbox, I don't think I'd want to fight someone with a knife. You know what I mean? I'd probably I probably would say no to that. Personally, don't know about you, but me personally, I'd say no to that for sure. Right, back to training. Sorry, guys. We're just having a nice little conversation with everybody on YouTube. What? Say that again? You got out? Ah. Yeah, it's been ranging, hasn't it? So I don't really blame you at all. I don't blame you at all, mate. I mean, I'm in GU, so I'm just sort of waiting for it to come in, seeing how it plays out. That's all I'm in right now. If it gets that top book and stalls there, I'll just get out. That's my plan right now. Yeah, it's been doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, exactly. How's that? Like, why is it doing that? I don't get it. Yeah, it's got to be that, hasn't it? FTSE just absolutely took off. Nowhere is safe. I'm in the Discord now. Yeah, if you verify, if you can't verify, just let me know. I'll verify myself. It is safe, but don't wear your watch. Hey, I'm not rich enough for a watch yet anyway. It's all right. Maybe in a few years, but I'll keep that in mind for when I do have a Rolex or an Audemars. You know what? Speaking of watches, I like Rolexes, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I don't know. I think me personally, I would prefer an Audemars. I'd prefer an AP. I think they look a bit like bulkier. They look a bit, the hexagonal shape. I really like it, and it looks a bit more imposing. I quite like that. Anyways, it's off topic. Kids robbed with knives on bikes. Jesus Christ. Is that really what we've come to over here? That's just crazy, dude. It's crazy. Just total disregard for human life. I think it's a bit sad, actually. You know what I mean? But then you look at it from their perspective, and they probably think, oh, well, it's better than getting a job, or I can't do anything else. Or maybe they've got a criminal record already, and they just don't want to do anything with it. I mean, they can't do anything, like get a job with it. I don't know. I think it's important to have consideration for you should Hublot. I've heard some bad things about Hublot. So what I've heard is like Hublot charge exorbitant prices, like prices that you should pay for Rolex, for Pateks, for APs, but like their mechanics and the way that they're built is not on that level. So like I'm pretty sure there's like different mechanics for the way that like clocks tick, for the way that watches tick, and Hublot uses some like really shitty ones. Apparently, this is what I heard. So don't burn me at the stake for it. But that's what I heard about Hublot, that they're just not really like they look good though. I'll be honest with you, but apparently it's like an example that someone told me is, would you pay 10K for like a watch from H. Samuels? You wouldn't, would you? But That's what people are paying for when you go for Hublot. That's what I heard. Patiks are absolutely beautiful. I love Patik. I love the Nautilus. I think they're so beautiful. How is that indicator called? So it's called the prop sense indicator. If you want it, you're more than welcome to get it. But I will say one thing to you. Let me just get it up for you real quick. I will say one thing to you and one thing to you only, mate. And that is that you do not need this indicator. It draws the lines for you, yes. It's brilliant, yes. It's quick, yes. But at the same time, I'm just posting in the comments there, you do not need it because it draws the lines for you. It gives you the daily target panel and everything. That's cool. But at the same time, like I say, what you need to do is what I would prefer you do. I'd recommend you do before you put any money into it. I understand that people struggle with money these days. It's okay. And, you know, it's nothing to be shameful of. And you're trying to find your way in trading, right? Learn how to plot the lines yourself. Learn the strategy. Decide that if it's something for you. And for a lot of people in the Discord, for the tons of support that we've been getting, they've been having a lot of success. And if it is for you as well, then you can decide to put money into it when you're absolutely sure. Our priority here isn't to sell you an indicator. The indicator won't do the job for you, but you know, it will definitely help you when you know what the strategy is about. You get what I'm saying? Our priority is to make you a really good trader and to get you involved in a community that genuinely cares about your trading. Okay, and that's what we're here for. If you want to join that community, like I say, for everybody here, it's free. And we've been getting a ton of support lately, and I appreciate every single little bit of support that you give. And like I say, it's free. There's no strings attached. So if you don't like it, you're more than welcome to leave or give us some feedback if we're doing something wrong. We appreciate all types of feedback, but so far we've been getting some pretty good feedback. And if you are struggling as well, the man who does this strategy, who teaches it, who gave us it originally, he has worked several decades within a bank. You can have a one-on-one with him for absolutely free. Okay. But all we ask is give it a good try, put your all into it, give it a solid try for at least a week, and then you can request it if you do struggle. Is that actually Cam from the Trading Nut commenting? Oh, no. So I'm the one that's posting it. So I'm posting it, but because I'm on the Trading Nut YouTube channel, it's posting it through all of that, through all of his mediums. You get what I'm saying? So what exactly are we waiting for? Morning, by the way. Morning essay. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but here's what we're looking for, okay? And I'm going to show you the example of why we took this trade as well, all right? So I've only taken this one trade, and it's been, to be honest, I should have really gotten out like when it was ranging for like 45 minutes, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm still in it. I don't really care. But, so what exactly are we waiting for? Four things. Number one, bear candles only. So if you look at my chart, you can see that the only lines that are drawn are on bear candles. Okay, so the blue lines, which are bullish lines, and the red lines, which are bearish lines, they're all on the bearish candles. Can you see that? Perfect. Number two is we wait for a candle change. Okay, so the bearish lines, the red lines, they're drawn on candles on a bear candle, which comes after a bull. Does that make sense? And a bear candle, sorry, a bullish line comes is drawn when a bear candle comes before a bull or before a series of bulls, which takes the body high of the bear candle. There's a lot of B's here, so hopefully you know it's easy for me to say and easy for you to comprehend. Okay, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for everybody who's joining. Right. Number three, we need an attempt at a rebalance. Okay, an attempt at rebalance is when there's a bearish scenario. So when there's a bearish line, we need a bullish candle which fails to close above the bearish line. We don't care about wicks, but it needs to close. Well, if it needs to close below it. If it closes above, it's invalidated. It doesn't matter. We need a failure to rebalance. If it closes above, it rebalances in a bearish scenario. If it closes below the bullish line, it's now invalidated as well. Okay, that's in terms of a bullish line. If it closes above a bullish line, if it's a bear candle which closes above a bullish line, then it's valid. Okay, and then we can move on to step 4. Step 4 is a body break entry. Now, this will be better explained on a setup. Okay, so let me show you this. So I want you to look at the pound right now. Okay, we had this line here, this blue line here. Okay, you can see my crosshair. Yeah, I can't zoom in anymore, but you can see here we have a blue line, right? We also had a blue line here. This was a valid setup, okay? But the reason why I didn't take this is because we were just coming into London, and when it comes into London, there's new information, and the market tends to go haywire, and you can go in any direction. So it's best to not take any risk. Anyways, let's just show you the setup that I took. We had the bear candle here. Okay, that's step number 1. We had a candle change, step number 2, so that means we can draw a line, right? And this is drawn by the indicator itself. Step number 3, an attempt to rebalance. So in this bullish scenario, we have a bear candle which attempts to rebalance this open book, this inefficiency, okay? And by inefficiency, I don't mean FEGs. Forget everything you know, okay? It's just inefficient price action because the banks are losing money because they need to get out of their range, okay? Obviously, if you want to know the theory, I'm not the guy for that. The guy for that is Cameron, the guy who teaches the strategy, who's spent several decades within the bank. Join us in the Discord. I'll post that in just a second for you, mate. But anyways, let's go back to the strategy. So number 1, bear candle. Number 2, candle change. Number 3, attempt to rebalance and failure to rebalance. Does it fail to rebalance? Yes. Why? Because it closes above the bullish line. All right, so now we can move on to step 4, which is the body break entry. So this bull candle broke this body high, and you would have entered here long, okay, if it was a London session. Anyways, I entered this trade because we had this bear candle. You can take multiple legs in. Obviously, by the 4th or 5th leg, well, the 4th leg mainly, you kind of just want to stop taking trades because it's moving quite a bit. But we have a bear candle here, and I'll just draw a line there. The reason why it's not drawing a line right now is because we've already closed below it now, okay? But let's draw the line there. And at this point in time, we had a bear candle which failed to close below. Okay, that's step number 3. Step number 4, we had a break of the body high of this candle, and I entered there, and you can see my entry there, and I'm holding for at least 5 pips. Okay, so that's the strategy. That's what a bear can. That's what a bullish entry would look like. It's very similar for a bearish. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And if you want to learn the strategy for free, like I say, join us in the Discord. We've got a thriving community right now, and I really would love to see you there to give it a try. If you're struggling with trading, if you're finding your footing, if you tried SMC and all the other meta strategies out there, I'm not going to say anything about them, but if you're struggling with them, join us. And the priority here, we're not going to sell you anything. Technically, the indicator is for sale, but at the same time, you do not need it. You can draw these lines yourself, okay? And I never tell anybody to buy the indicator before trying the strategy out. Okay, I would never tell you to do that because our priority here at PropSense is not to sell you an indicator. It's to make you a good trader. Okay, because it benefits us all. It creates a good community, and it creates a bastion, a nice, good area for honest traders to come and have a good, reliable source of information. Is this on any time frame? No, this is on the 5-minute time frame. On the 5-minute time frame only. Okay, and I have my charts set up like this because we want to aggregate what the US dollar strength is, and that helps us take trades. You know, if I'm taking a trade on the pound, but the euro is moving down, then I'm going to rethink it. You know what I mean? If I'm taking a trade on the euro and the USD CHF is not moving in the opposite direction, I'm probably not going to take it because they should move in opposite directions. If I'm going to take a trade on the Aussie and it's not moving in the opposite direction to the CAD, then I'm probably going to rethink my trade as well because they should be moving in opposite directions. So that's how I use this and why it's laid out in this particular way. No problem, man. No problem. Does it work on every pair? So just to briefly explain to you, every single pair, if you didn't know, every single pair is derivative of the US dollar. So if you get the AUD JPY, it's calculated by taking the rate for the Aussie USD and the USD JPY and multiplying them together, you get AUD JPY. So that's why we only stick to the US dollar pair. So if you look at my layout here, we have AU, EU, and GU on top. because they tend to move together. And we have USD CAD, USD CHF, USD JPY on bottom. Okay. And reason why is because to get the closest raw price action and stay as close to the action as possible, we stick with the US dollar pairs. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay. Anyways, we just hit 5 pips on the GU. I did not get out, unfortunately. I'll just wait for it to hit it again, or it might come and stop me out. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, I'll be taking profits on GU soon as well. Be back in a minute. So I'll be taking profits on GU soon as well. Just waiting for it to hit my 5 pips. That's all. It is, you can see it's stalling at the open book. So I'm just going to, there we go. 5.4 pips. So this was a particularly good setup, at least at the time. There's 5.5 pips really. And like I say, there's not really anything else to take. I'm just having a look and see. You can have a look and you can sort of tell the JPY is ranging. The CHF has pretty much nothing. This setup over here was like, there was a doji there. So on other brokers, it may not have even been a bear candle. So you wouldn't have really taken that. And then over here on the US dollar CAD, what the hell is that really? There's just nothing going on. Okay, these candles are just absolutely dog crap. On the euro, we've been in a range as well. The Aussie, we've been in a range. So forgive me for making this a boring session, but like I say, there's really nothing for me to take. You know, there's, I mean, I took the one thing that I could take, and that was the pound, and it was okay. And I was like, you know what? The FTSE is moving really strongly, and so I'm going to take this. And you can do this every day. Yes, you can do this every day, mate. Every day, as long as there's no you know, on bank holidays when there's a major player that's out of the markets, then in those cases you don't want to trade. You want to avoid it. But anyways, what I'm going to say to you guys is I've got stuff to do today. Unfortunately, I've got to call it a session there. I would love to stay with you, but if you look at the charts, you can see that the pound and the Oz and the euro are just moving in opposite directions. There's really no setups at all. There was a setup just then on the USD CHF. Let me just have a look at that really quickly. Actually, no, we just came into a book, so probably not the best idea. But there's not really much moving, and I think it's best for me and for you guys, for all you lovely people, to not expose yourself to risk in a market that is not moving in agreement with each other. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a session there. I'm gonna. You can find me still in the Discord. I might be staying while the other guys are staying there as well. Join the Discord. I'm going to post the Discord link right now, and I hope to see you guys there. I would love to see everybody there and giving it a try. Once again, I would love to thank everybody in the streams, in the Discord, who have shown us tremendous support, who have bought my indicator and really supported me as well. Everything goes back to building the Discord, boosting it, and building a better community for all of us. And I'm very, very grateful to every single one of you who have attended the live stream, who are putting in effort in learning the strategy. And I promise you that we will do our best to get you to where you want to be. And all I ask you is just to give us a chance. It's free, no strings attached. If you don't like it, give us some feedback. Tell us what we've done wrong. Tell us why we upset you, and we will do our best to make things right if we do. But so far, we've been getting some really, really good support. We've been getting some really good feedback. A lot of people hitting their daily targets of 20 pips. And yeah, like I say, I appreciate every single one of you. I can't extend my gratitude enough to you. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to call it a stream there. Take care of yourselves. You will see me again on Friday, same time. And if you want to see us trade live in London session every single day, join our Discord, get verified. And if you have any trouble verifying yourself, just let me know. I know what your username is, Essay. And if I see you and you struggle with getting yourself verified, just let me know, mate, and I will get you verified as well. Okay, my username is Casanova, CA5ANOVA. So it's Casanova, but instead of the S, it's a V. I'm sorry, it's a 5. Okay, but you should be all right. Just go on the capture, fill in the capture. It'll take you to a little website, and then you just wait a little bit, and they'll verify you pretty quickly. Like I said, all right. So that's it for me. Take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic Monday, a fantastic start of the week. Take care of yourselves. Don't expose yourself to too much risk. Trade safe. Don't revenge trade. Don't do anything stupid. And if you've made profit today, don't give it back to them. Go enjoy your day. All right. I'll see you later. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.